Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Dan Hagan. We start tonight in Rhinelander, where a fixture of the downtown will soon be going out of business. And for the owner of Danner's Shoe Store, it's a tough end to a long chapter in his life, but an opportunity to turn the page. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us more.
John Danner is very familiar with the small business experience.
All good stuff. I mean, you learned a lot.
John remembers hanging out in Danner's shoe store.
It's fun. We used to play around with the shoes all the time.
Waiting for it to be his turn.
It was my grandpa's, and then it was my dad's. And then I kind of third generation. About 25 years for me that I owned it, but I've been here for 44.
Danner's Shoe Store here in downtown Rhinelander has been in the Danner family for over 90 years. Danner's first opened in 1929. Since then, a lot of things have changed, especially with customers.
It's gotten more online, of course, and stuff like that, and there's not as many people coming in like there used to be, so it's different. The traffic isn't there as much.
John said the decline happened during the pandemic. Then came the supply issues.
As far as trying to get inventory, it's a lot harder to get the better stuff. Yeah, everything's on back order, and so it just made it harder.
That led John to reluctantly put up final sales for all his products. The small business will close this summer. Donald J. Olson has been coming here longer than he can remember. Now that the store is closing, he figured he had to come back once more.
I hate to see this place going under, really, because, gosh, what are you going to do with all the shoes?
This was a lot for the business to overcome. So John says he's ready for something new.
I'm ready for a change.
However, John isn't sure what's in store for him, but he knows it's been a good 25 years with his customers.
I'd just like to thank him for all the years of the business and stuff, and to being part of it.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins now. Some erratic weather right now, Conrad, going from storms to sunny in minutes out there.
Yeah, exactly. And in a matter of minutes, we dropped close to 30 degrees out there with all those passing thunderstorms. Right now, it is just east of us. South and east storms are actually starting to blow up right now, just east of Wausau area. But overall, no severe thunderstorm warnings out here for now. But there is still lots of locations under severe thunderstorm watches, and that is indicated with this color right here, the pink. Yeah, that is a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect until 9 p.m. tonight, because the air is very favorable for severe thunderstorms to pop up, and maybe even a tornado with all these really warmer temperatures we had earlier today. Look at these 80s and 90s. Looks like middle of summer, a really big heat wave. We actually broke a record today, but that rain has passed by and really cooled off a lot of the temperatures out there. We're in the 60s and 70s, but temperatures will actually rise a couple degrees in a couple of hours, but then will continue to drop into the mid 60s. Dan?
Senator Tammy Baldwin introduced a bill that would combat price gouging from companies. It's called the Price Gouging Prevention Act. It would prohibit the practice of price gouging during all abnormal market disruptions, such as during the pandemic. This legislation would also strengthen requirements for public companies to disclose their pricing strategies. A recent study by the Economic Policy Institute concluded that larger corporate profit margins have largely been driven by price increases since 2020. A major blow could be dealt to the Kremlin soon. Finland is trying to join NATO, which would mean Russia would share a 800-mile border with a member of a U.S.-led military alliance. A few steps remain before the NATO application process can begin for Finland. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine on February 24th, Finland and Sweden have been pondering whether to abandon their historic, decades-old neutrality and join the 30-member NATO. The latest opinion poll conducted by a Finnish public broadcaster showed that 76% of Finns are in favor of joining NATO. That's a big change from earlier years when only 20 to 30% favored the move. Aspiring engineers got to show off their skills with solar energy in Green Bay. The Wisconsin Public Service held their 26th annual Solar Olympics. More than 100 students participated, including from Lakeland, Marathon, Wausau West, and Tomahawk. Events ranged from trivia like Solar Jeopardy to engineering solar cookers. Wausau West took second place overall. More and more recreational trails are opening for the season, including some mountain biking trails in Langlade County today. Jack Lake Silent Sports Association Vice President Dominic Frandrup says the Jack Lake trails offer something different compared to other area trails.
The trails in Jack Lake are really unique compared to a lot of the flow trails you might find over in Ringgold or in Zip. So there's some old school stuff, there's some new school stuff, so there's something for everybody.
He says this past winter took a large toll on the trails. That led to a lot of work from the club to clean it up for this season. The Jack Lake mountain bike trails offer 12.5 miles of moderate level tracks, along with their kids level Jack Rabbit Loop. The Northwoods is well known for their forests, but it doesn't mean some cities couldn't use more trees. We'll tell you why the city of Rhinelander is creating a fund for greening city streets. That's after weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
The savings do not get better than this. Furniture and Appliance Mart's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month with special financing for 60 months, starting right now.
And I walked right into US Cellular and I said I want to choose any phone in here for free. What'd he say? He said, sure. Really nice guy. I had my pick of any phone from any brand, free, even the newest ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the big screen?
Yeah.
Big storage?
Yeah.
Fits in your pocket?
Fits in my pocket. You know, it's a big phone, and that's what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
This doctor is dead. Opioid overdose. We have a real opportunity. Take down the drug company.
The rapist was smart enough to confess to a priest.
He asked him to reveal a confession.
He's gonna rape again.
There is something I need you to know.
They ordered a hit. On who? Detective Stabler.
A professional hitman.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha. The Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. Record-high homicides in Milwaukee. From defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe. And he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
These squirrels are better at saving than we are.
And more organized, too.
Try embracing your inner squirrel. When you open a BMO Harris Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward every month you save.
That sounds great.
You can also set up savings goals and easily track your progress.
That could help us redo the yard.
You could really go nuts. I'll show myself out.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Big Memorial Day savings start now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 40% off doorbusters and special buys. Plus, get special no-interest financing for 12 months, no minimum purchase, and guaranteed 5-day delivery on in-stock appliances. And it's starting right now.
Good afternoon and welcome back, everyone. Behind me is a shot from Eagle River. Yeah, so just some cloud cover out there right now. We did have some thunderstorms earlier today, but now that has moved on east, where most locations are getting some thunderstorms, but nothing severe at the moment. But that is not over yet because there's still more action that will be coming in and overnight and then tomorrow and Saturday once again. So I know it's really nice and pleasant outside. It's warm, but with that, yes, also chances of some thunderstorms. And that is why all of these locations highlighted here in pink have some severe thunderstorm watches that are actually in effect until 9 p.m. tonight. And we also have a slight risk of severe weather, but a slight risk doesn't mean no risk. Even a slight risk means a good chance of some severe weather. But look at Minnesota, South Dakota, and North Dakota. They have a lot greater chances of some severe weather. There's actually a tornado forming right now in Minnesota and by South Dakota area, but no tornadoes out here right now, thankfully. Just some severe weather that will continue tomorrow and then more chances of thunderstorms are back by Saturday. I know it's been like every day almost a thunderstorm or two, but by Sunday we'll finally start to clear up. The sun will be out and it will be pleasant out there. But our average high this time of year, check this out, 65 degrees. So we're obviously well above that. Our record high this time in 1977 was 90 degrees. So did we break that or did we not? Let's take a look. Yes, we did. We broke that by 1 degree, and it was maybe around 20 to 30 minutes of the 91 degree weather. And then rain came in, thunderstorms came in, and it really cooled off everything. We dropped almost 30 degrees in less than 30 minutes once these storms came in. So now we've dropped to 50s, 60s across the region. But down south by Stevens Point, where they haven't got rain yet, 94 degrees. Yes, 94 degrees, that is correct. So really warm temperatures have been continuing out there. It has really cooled off here, but overall, we are really well above average all across the Midwest and upper Midwest. Chicago coming in the 90s, actually their second consecutive day in the 90s. They haven't had that since June. So yeah, just think about that. Yeah, we are really all well above average, so really nice and pleasant weather out there. But look at this temperature trend by next week. Starting Monday, we'll be back in the 60s, so pretty much near average or slightly even below average. But tonight, once again, chances of spotty thunderstorms, but then when there's no thunderstorms, we'll have some partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the mid 60s out there. Tomorrow, another nice day out there with temperatures in the mid 80s out there. So once again, will be nice out there, but chances of thunderstorms will continue through the weekend, and then we really cool off by beginning of next week. Dan?
Stocks plunged today, and unfortunately, that's been a trend in 2022. The S&P 500 has lost more than $7 trillion in market value this year. That index dropped more than 18% since December, while the Dow has fallen 13% and the Nasdaq is down 28% this year. This major plunge has some investors and analysts concerned about a possible recession. Researchers say the Nasdaq plummeted more than 20% during the past 30 days, and that's only happened 11 times previously, and they say 9 of those 11 times were linked to recessions. Over the course of 1 year, about 25% of Medicare patients in the study suffered either temporary or permanent harm while in the hospital. That's according to the Department of Health and Human Services. A report says 12% of patients experienced adverse effects that sometimes led to death. Another 13% had issues that could have resulted in more serious threats had hospital staffers not taken action. The findings are based on the medical records of 770 Medicare patients in 629 hospitals from the year 2018. Investigators with the Inspector General of the HHS says some safety measures have improved over the years, but more needs to be done to protect those who are hospitalized. The city of Rhinelander is working on a new project to bring more trees into town. The Urban Forestry Fund looks to repopulate the greenery on public parks, boulevards, and school grounds. Diseases, pests, and storms have caused a lot of damage and downed trees in recent years. The city hopes this new fund will lead to enough trees to keep up with the rapid loss.
Anyone who wants to make a donation, small or large, you could come to the city hall and talk to the clerk, and it's tax exempt. So that's the best part. If you want to make a tax donation as a business or as a person, you can.
If you write a check, simply write Tree Fund on the memo line. Once the city reaches their $10,000 goal, they will set aside the extra funding for future maintenance of the greenery.
For every tree we plant, we want to set aside some funds in this Urban Forestry Fund that are for the long-term maintenance and care for that tree.
Both the city forester, Tom Giroux, and Mayor Chris Hannes hope to start by keeping up with the nearly 80 trees being removed each year on average. Right now, they are only replanting about 30 to 35. Everybody loves to be wished well on their birthday, but one veteran might have been a little overwhelmed. We'll hear why one airman received thousands of birthday cards. That's after the break.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Belle Latour. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua. Golden Carrot Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more. Pay no interest for 5 years and get free doorstep shipping. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness. It takes all the guesswork out of finding your perfect bed.
Update your home with help from Menards. Create your dream bathroom with Sterling bathroom products to fit your style and budget, like the Sterling Ensemble Shower. All Sterling products are 11% off. Need flooring that stands up to your lifestyle? Check out our selection from Great Lakes. Vinyl plank is waterproof and has an attached pad for quick installation. Right now, all Great Lakes flooring is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
I just scratch my head over these career politicians. They get in there and they just never want to leave. I'm going to give this my all for 4 years, work very hard. I'm going to do it for the greater good of all the people of Wisconsin, not the special interests. I think the lobbyists are not going to like me at all. They're going to be very frustrated. I'm not beholden to them. Didn't take any money from them, won't take any money from them. I'm going to do what's right for all the people of Wisconsin.
Jim Michaels for governor.
News Watch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
A man believed to be Rhode Island's last surviving member of the Tuskegee Airmen turns 100 years old this month, and he asked for birthday cards. Since then, thousands of cards have poured into retired Sergeant Victor Butler's home.
Thanks for doing a good job.
Card after card. The Butler family has gotten a head start counting the thousands of birthday cards and gifts sent in for retired Sergeant Victor Butler.
People are very, very nice. Counting the cards is amazing.
The World War II veteran turns 100 years old on May 21st. His family estimates about 12,000 cards have been mailed in so far. They've opened the 1,000th one Monday.
I don't think I'll ever get through reading cards.
We received cards from 41 states. And I want to get through all the states. And I think we'll hit that.
His daughter opens them, his wife counts them, and he reads them.
Thank you for your service in the Tuskegee Airmen, World War II.
Each card different than the last. Some hand-drawn from children, some with pictures, and others wanting to see if he's taken.
Whoever was interested in him, well, I'm sorry. He's married, and we are happy.
But some of the most heartwarming apologies from the past.
They will explain that they realize what he went through and they apologize for their ancestors, and that makes you feel good to know that Daddy actually made a change.
Butler was a mechanic with the Tuskegee Airmen. He couldn't fly overseas because he caught the flu. Instead, he stayed back to work on fighter planes.
I enjoyed helping the pilots get in the plane and watching them take off. I enjoyed testing the planes out myself. That was the best part of it.
This beautiful picture from an artist and this red, white, and blue blanket from a quilter are just a few of the many gifts that Mr. Butler has received so far, and he and his family are grateful.
It's been terrific.
Temito Badalea, NBC 10 News.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
With Cellcom, new and existing customers get the same great deals, both fair and clear. What's not clear is how to navigate a roundabout.
Wait for it. Now,
I'm going now. I'm trying.
Okay, breathe and go.
We're in.
Navigating roundabouts? Unclear. Getting the same great deals whether you're a new or existing customer? Crystal clear. Cellcom. Clarity in a cloudy world.
Now how do we get out?
I'm getting dizzy.
We've been through a lot in the last few years. We've been down, we've risen, we've hurt, we've healed. And through it all, we've not lost our courage or our hope. And while there's work to do, our governor is determined to do what's right for us. Tony Evers invested over $1 billion to help thousands of small businesses prevent layoffs and create jobs. To battle rising costs, our governor worked with Republicans and Democrats to pass middle-class income tax relief. Tony Evers fixed our roads, and our public schools are now in the top 10 in America. Today, Wisconsin has one of the lowest unemployment rates in our history, along with billions in budget surplus.
Folks, there's too much division in politics today. That's why I'm focused on bringing people together to get the results that matter.
Tony Evers. He's doing the right thing for Wisconsin.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck. With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich, part of the Frisco menu only at Hardee's.
Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, locally owned and operated for over 2 decades. With over 40 years of combined quality sales and service experience, we can help you find the right floor for your lifestyle and budget.
All right, Conrad, the first ever image of the Milky Way's supermassive black hole was revealed today. The photo shows an oval-shaped void surrounded by a bright ring of glowing gas. It's only the second image captured of a black hole, and it's the first to provide a detailed glimpse of the immense feature called Sagittarius A at the Milky Way's core. Sagittarius A is about 4 million times more massive than the sun. But Conrad, I don't know about you, the sun seemed pretty big and hot today.
Yes, it was really hot out there. We haven't had 90s in a very long time, but we reached that 91-degree mark. But with that, there's chances of thunderstorms, which we actually had earlier today. Now they have moved on to the south and east, but overall, those chances are still there. As we continue to have more chances tomorrow and once again for Saturday with those warmer temperatures that will be sticking around for quite some time. But look at next week. We start to really cool down and we're back into the 60s by beginning of next week.
That's nice. I like 60s more than 90s. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. Wheel of Fortune is up next.